Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. In tonight's video we've got something really cool I wanted to show you, and it is by Dred and Steenbeck, and it is an Evolution. It's not the Evolution 2024, I'm saving that review for tomorrow. We've got the Evolution Twin Action. Now, I'd never seen one of these before. I went over and seen Maury. We've done some filming, so there is some videos coming up on H&S YouTube channel, so they'll be coming up. And he showed me the Evolution and he said, I'd like you to do sort of a little review, see what you think of this brush, do some like pieces of artwork with it, because it's very unusual and I've not seen one of these around before. So I will get it out of the box. You get it in a big box. It's not like your sort of small like black Dred Steenbeck boxes. This is a proper box that it comes in. So we'll take the brush out of the box. Now, if you've all seen the original Evolution, they look like this. But this one is a twin, so they've designed two brushes, joined two brushes together, so you've got a top cup and a side feed, down to one airline. So you hold it and you can work between two triggers. So this is going to be really cool on a piece of artwork that I've sort of got coming up. When I do my grayscale and I work with Createx Illustration and FW inks, I can use the Payne's Grey illustration and go in and work all my details. And then when I want to start doing the darks, I can just continue spraying, flip my finger over to the opposite trigger and start working. Now, I've done some tweaks for this brushes because it does come in a needle and nozzle setup size of a 0.4 and a 0.6. So I've changed this over because you can do this with the H&S's, and I've changed it to the Geraldes 0.2 V2 needle in one side for detail, and then I've got the Ultra 0.45 in the opposite side for a little bit more sort of shading, sort of bigger, and getting a bit more paint down. So when, as I say, when it comes to doing a grayscale portrait or a big piece of artwork, I can just pick this brush up and crack on with it. So how cool is that, guys? A twin CR Plus Evolution. Really, really nice finish. Very weighty, extremely weighty in the hand, but really comfortable when you just move across the two triggers on the top. You can get the paint down. So we'll hook it up to the airline. I'll do a little few tests with you. We'll just do some like lines, dots, and you can tell you've got the 0.2 and then you can hear the 0.4. It's a little bit more open. 0.2, 0.4. Trigger action's really nice on this as well. So it's basically your sort of standard CR Plus Evolution, but you've just got the two triggers to the top. So I've got two mixes of paint. I've got a black and I've got a Createx Illustration. We'll drop a bit of paint in. So I'll drop the black in the 0.4 side. Just pop the cap on that side, and then I've got the grey will drop in the 0.2 side. We'll just blast through. So it's just really cool that you can just flip your finger, and it's quite easy to do as well because they're sort of like really sort of close together. You can get across to these two dead easy on this, nice and comfortable. Trigger height's exactly the same because it's basically two brushes that are joined. So I'll move you a little bit closer and we'll do a little spray test. So we'll give it a go with the 02 first. And as you can see, it's the H&S quality again, guys, for atomization and how well this brush gets down. They are incredible brushes, and this is the older version Evolution, and the trigger is absolutely spot on. So really nice on the 0.2, and then we can flick over to the 0.4. So how cool is that? So you can just instantly flick between the two. like that. Both sides atomizing really, really well. So working on a grayscale piece of artwork, you can just paint for hours. And that's the point, 0.45 getting down. Super tight on the 0.4, as you can see. And then just flip straight over to the 0.2, back over to the 0.4. So if you want to get some coverage down, 0.4 atomizes really, really nice. And that's not full trigger. If I go full trigger on that, you can hammer the paint down with a 0.45. So if you've got an original evolution and you are thinking of, oh, I could do with a 0.45, you can adapt the new needle and nozzles straight over to the older bodies, because I've got the prong caps on these. You can buy the evolutions like this, CR pluses with the prong caps on the front, and I just prefer these caps because if you get tip dry, you just pinch and slide your fingers down the front and it's just really easy to clean on these brushes. So back over to the 0.2. They just atomize so nice, H&S's do. And then jump straight over to the 0.4. So I'm itching to do a piece of artwork for you guys. I've been wanting to do a review on this. I've had this for a few days now, and I'm just about to pick up tomorrow a new camera. So I'm not going to be using what I'm using now, because I'm using sort of a DJI Osmo Action, and I want to get a proper camera, so I'm going for Canon. So I'll be able to get you zoomed in on stuff, and we're going to start doing some lives as well, because I can use that camera setup for doing lives, and I can also use the action cameras as well. So it'll just be a lot better filming. The audio is going to be a lot better as well, because I'm going to have lav mics linked up to the camera, so it'll just be a lot better. It's time to upgrade, try and get the content as crisp and better for you guys, so you get to see a little bit more and better close up, because action cameras tend to, they've just got one continuous like focus, whether you're really close or far away, it just focuses on everything. At that 0.4, just really nice. The new needle and nozzle setups for H&S I think are loads better. The 0.45 is what you get in the Ultra, and this is adapted into the Evo, and it is a brilliant needle and nozzle setup, because you can get, as you can see, super down on detail with it. You really can. It just goes seriously down easily. And then the 0.2 V2 setup is just effortless for detail. That really does get down nice. And then you've got the new Evolution 2024, which I'm going to do a review tomorrow. That's a 0.28, and that I think is better than the 0.2. It's at that real nice sweet spot where it just flows. It flows like you see the 0.4 on here. The 0.4 just flows really nice. You can get minimal trigger with quite a thicker paint, because this, the ink that I'm using on the black is quite old, so it's quite thick. I put a bit of water in it, but it just flows really nice with the 0.45, as you can see. Just clean, really, really clean. Atomizes so sharp. It's just a great needle and nozzle, and it gets down like a 0.2, as you can see there. It just gets super down like a 0.2. So I'll do another video for you guys with this brush, because I think it's really cool. I'll leave a link in the description so you can head over to H&S, and they've got like the write-up and the specs on this brush, so you can actually see it. But What a cool design for a brush to have two triggers to jump between the two and get your paint down and keep painting for long periods of time. So I do a grayscale video for you on a piece of artwork where we can flip over to the two. So if you're doing like black and white and you was mainly going in, say, doing all your blacks, you could have white paint in the other one, and then you can start putting your highlights in. So you've permanently got white in one or black in one, or if you're doing other colours, you can just drop your colours in between the two. Cleans up dead easy, as all Harder and steenbeck brushes do. They're just simple, and that's why I always say, if you're going to buy a brush, starting on your journey, just start with H&S, because there's just no dramas with them. They're built really, really well. They clean up dead easy. Needle and nozzles and the front head assemblies are all interchangeable across the brushes. So if you want to pimp your brush, as I say, you can just change over your needle and nozzles and just adapt the brush to what you want. And you could do that with the new Ultra as well. If you're thinking of buying the new Ultra, because I've had a few comments on the channel about, can we change the needle and nozzles, or would I just have to go and buy the Evo? If you are starting out, get the Ultra, because the Ultra, like I say, teaches your trigger movement as a beginner, because you've got a really nice stiff tension in the spring, and that's what you need for trigger control. And then when you get better, you will want a trigger that is softer, that gives you that more response, and the new Evo is the way to go after that, and then you progress onto the Infinity. So that's what you do. Just stick with H&S because they're just solid brushes. They get the job done. And they do some really nice like limited edition stuff as well. Like you get the Scribmire one, which look really cool. You get the Call to Paint Infinity. They've done the Chameleon, which look really nice. So if you're into your brushes, like I am, and spray guns, you get limited editions in spray guns and things. I just think they're nice to have for the collection. They really are. You're just getting a solid brush. So that's the Evolution Twin Action. Cracking bit of kit. Really nice to work with. I've got to grips with this now, flicking between the two. So yeah, a piece of artwork with this will be an absolute doddle. It really will, because I can flick between the two. Be great on hair textures coming round. Dropping your tones in for your hair, two different colours just going in. Be really nice. And the triggers are lovely on this. So yeah, I could doodle with this all night long. So I hope you've enjoyed the video on a quick look at the Evolution Twin Action cracking brush. Look at that. I mean, you will never see probably one of these again. They just look incredible. They really do. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts on the Twin Action, and I will see you in tomorrow's video with a new camera. So you have to bear with me if it's like, drop your comments on that, because it's going to be setting that thing up and mic and all sorts of stuff. But I'll be doing the Evolution 2024 review, and I can't wait to show you that one, because that one is incredible. It really is. So thanks again. See you in the next one.